But that means that the work that we do at the factory or at San Art, it's very important in the sense that we put the focus also on education. We give 50% of our time and our attention to artists and their works, but at the same time, we give the remaining 50% of our time, our attention to the public. And with the public, education is our number one objective. And we have different ways to create educational programs for them through very engaging popularist kind of events such as live art performances or music, to the more kind of skill-based workshops, to activities that would satisfy the more kind of informed art viewers. So it would be like group critiques or discussions or artist talks. You understand that at the end of the day and at the core of what we do, it's a constant exchange. You are inspired by something or someone, and you are inspired by their stories, and those stories help you create your own work. But at the same time, it's really necessary to give back to the community, but also to keep that inspiration going. And so by creating this dialogue and exchange, by creating your own community and nurturing that community, it means that the inspiration will forever be here. It will always travel and traverse across generations and from one person to another. In Saigon, of course you cannot mention people like Dinh Q Lê from San Art, Zoe Butt, who is the artistic director at the factory. For me, these are among the people who are doing exactly the same thing that I just talked about, but in completely different ways too, because of their international connection or contact. They are also able to take Vietnamese art and Vietnamese artists in exhibitions outside of Vietnam and present this to the world and make it relevant to what's going on in the world right now. And I think that's also really necessary, because Vietnam is not just a country, and Vietnam is not just the war. You know, Vietnam is a lot more than that. There's, like any place, any nation around the world, there's always things happening. There's constant changes and shifts, and these things deserve to be put on the map, and these things deserve to be talked about. And I think collectively, all of these individuals, and these are only 4 people, but there's so many other people who I can't name enough and who I can't thank enough, who have kept the fire and the inspiration, especially for us younger generation. And you know, they're teaching us that it's important to keep this light, to keep this torch going, even when you're working in a place where there's so much restriction and limitations.